Alright, so we all survived clipping an image, which is a pretty cool thing to know how to do. A little bit different than using the instant alpha in the Apple programs. Now we're going to place our subordinate image. And our subordinate image is our secondary image. Our poster is going to have a dominant image, the big image, the central visual image that really draws our attention, and then a subordinate image, kind of a secondary one that kind of helps give us time, place, or maybe even a sense of backstory. So your dominant image is usually going to be a character, a main character, something very important. Your subordinate image is usually going to be an extreme wide shot from one of your movies, probably something that shows location or shows some action with plenty of location around it. So you've already got for this lesson one that I've chose for you, and that is one that we worked on clipping. So let's go ahead and see how we go from clipping that to placing it into our poster. So I'm going to come over here. I still have this selected from last time I worked on it. I'm going to go Command deselect just to show you I can make the marching ants go away. What we're going to do is we're going to copy this. We're going to use the marquee tool, and I'm going to drag it over what I want. Then I'm going to copy it. Command C, or you can come up here to Edit and click on copy. Then I'm going to come over to our image here. Now earlier I had made a layer with just a piece of dirt on here to get color, and I turned that layer off. I'm going to go ahead and delete that layer because I don't need that anymore. And the way you do that, you just drag that layer down the little trash can here, and it'll delete that layer for us. I'm going to create a new layer for my subordinate image. And I know it's difficult to think about, well, I'm creating all these layers and I have to keep track of what they are. The best thing to do is to get used to that, because when you have stuff locked together in layers, you later want to manipulate it and you find you can't. So I'm going to create a new layer, and I'm going to go ahead and name that layer Sub-Image. That way later when I'm looking for stuff, I know what is what. So I'm going to click that layer, make sure it's highlighted, and I can go up here to Edit. I can go Paste, or I can go Command V, and what I copied to paste it. And you're going to see it's dramatically smaller. So we're going to scale that. It means we're going to take that and we're going to make the scale of the size of it much bigger. We're here to our toolbar on the left, click our selection tool. I'm going to go up to Edit, make sure I have the right there over here on the right, highlighted in blue, and I'm going to go to Transform. I'm going to choose Scale. Now it's going to give me a box. Now notice if I do this, we've all seen pictures like that where they're out of proportion because they drug one corner of it and it didn't quite match. And that just doesn't look right. The way to prevent that from happening is hold down your Shift key, click one of the corners, and then just drag the image out. And start to kind of get a sense of where you want to place it. Again, hold the Shift key, drag it out, and kind of get a sense of the size you want the image to be, and about how far down you want it to be. And we'll get the color to match a little bit better on the bottom. That won't be a problem. So I'm thinking with my dominant image somewhere in this area. And at this point, if you're freaking out because your image is all pixelated, go ahead, the marquee tool or the selection tool, hit apply, and now our image is clear. And now we have our background image placed. We have some of the dirt spray, some of the roofs as we talked about. We have it named right here, subordinate image. Nice thing is we can move this around. We can relocate it if we want. We can even change the color of the dirt if we like. So that is how you place the subordinate image.